am Sure Sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is right, just representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Ricketts Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Good afternoon. My people. How are you doing today? Hope you're having good afternoon. Hope you're having a great day. It is I Am Sure Sports, and I am your host, Manning's Man. First and foremost, let me say a big thank you to all our viewers and subscribers, at this particular time of the day and the year as we celebrate the festive season. Want to wish you all the best for the holidays. And as usual, we encourage you to continue to be the good person you are by living good and being good to everyone. Right? To everyone. This is how the vote will go. Is this a good or a bad move? Who? Right? Oh, yeah. Respect Fresh God saying it should be who will challenge Mike Call Ricketts. All right, we're gonna edit that. Respect Fresh God for spotting that. Yeah, it will be who. Yeah, so we're gonna have a good show today. Big up to the sponsors of our video. The sponsors are Prestige Finance, right? Lending a helping hand when you need it the most. All right. Also, a big thank you to Launch Legacy, where they handle risk and they seek legacy. So for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA, visit them at launchlegacy.com. Big up to Patrick Reed and his staff over there at Launch Legacy. And the Sims over there at Prestige Finance and all the staff over there in Linstead. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And all of us here at I Am Sure Sports wish you all the best for the festive season and continue to encourage you to continue to support the work that we are doing here. All right, hope that will work. Made some changes there to that. Big up the persons who are already on the stream. Fresh God, Brian Might, and the man from Mullines not really having the best of time, and they travel to St. Anne on the next match day 7 in the JPL, to take on my Mount Pleasant. And you know the result will be one more victory for the Mount Pleasant. Respect Coach Alex Thomas, but the thing is with Mount Pleasant and the present Coach Theodore Whitmore, along with Warren Barrett and Coach Davian Ferguson, and the rest of the staff out there, Mr. Christie, and the rest of the Mount Pleasant fans. Big up might be in your neck of the woods next week. Need to make a link, boss. Well, next week I know you're talking about on the Wednesday, because the game is on Wednesday at Draxall, and I'm going to do my utmost best to be there, Sir Brian. Yeah, man, link up anytime. I saw one of my fellow bloggers yesterday. They were passing through, and we linked up, and it was a good time. You understand me? That's how it ought to be. Yeah, man. It was a good time indeed. Well, today's video is very interesting. I'm going to show you by way of a document what the new voting, what you'd call it, process will be like in terms of how the votes will be distributed at the next election to select the president of the Jamaica Football Federation. That is due in November of 2023. All right, so I'm going to break that down for you, the different categories and then we're going to kind of try to figure out how it will actually work, given that things could change in terms of who gets to vote by the time the election comes around. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I also, by chance, have a newly constructed constitution, all right, for the JFF, and I'm going to go through portions of it to see if these things, what are the implications in terms of, will any of these things affect the persons who are candidate? I know that there's a power move being made. We got word through, big up Dave as well. We got word through the grapevine. Hold on. Before I get to the grapevine, let me, Anonymous OG, big up as well, right? Your name gonna be on ballot. I don't know about that. Let me just say this, right? Please, if you're watching and you have not yet subscribed to I Am Sure Sports, go ahead and do so. If you have not yet hit the like button, go ahead and do so. And also share the content, all right? Make sure you do those three things for us. Also, it is the festive season. You can contribute to I Am Sure Sports by giving a super chat or a super sticker as we do this video. It is actually Super Friday, and on Super Fridays we ask our subscribers and viewers to support the work and support the channel by giving super stickers and super chat. All right, so there is a power move that is being made in a parish, and I think this is in an attempt. A partnership is being forged. Two teams are coming together with changing out the name to merge both teams to possibly look at going up in the election and putting a team in. First, it would have to go through the major league, then into the tier 2 to get into the Premier League. Understand that there could be a power move, a coming together of a former Tony James operated team called Los Perfectos, and Craig Butler led team called Phoenix. We hear that there is some strong forces coming together to make that merger, to change the dynamics down in that Manchester region. What that will entail, we're going to give you some more details, all right? But that's what's happening down there in Manchester. Things are heating up. So it would mean that Phoenix would have been in Kingston and St. Andrew, never got to the Premier League, never worked out. Clarendon with Humble Lion never worked out. St. Anne in the Major League never worked out. There was a time I understand that they were out in Western Jamaica, never worked out. There was a move in the St. Mary region, never worked out. So maybe this move, well, Clarendon never worked out. So maybe this move into Manchester will help them to have some better fortunes. All right, big up Ricky Teng as well. I see Manning's this one says Manning's a certain man that said he wouldn't run is now canvassing around the place looking to see if he can get in some votes. Things are not always as they seem. I am telling you, all of a sudden, you're going to see all the persons who were not interested are going to pop up now. One thing I can tell you is that money has a way of changing people's mind. When money is on the table, many things change. Opinions change. All right? So, Manning's man will leave this out there. When loads of money is on the table, many things change. All right? We have also heard the Prime Minister in a very brief comment speaking about qualification to 2026. Could this mean is that he plans on supporting a campaign? More money at stake. There is also thought that a certain VP might be switching ranks in Obasi. Ha ha ha. Trouble in a paradise. Okay? Don't know. Big up again, Ricky Teng. Man. Phoenix is not an affiliate of Kasafa, though. Right, I know that, but I know that they tried to be in Kasafa to possibly get in the leagues, and it never worked out. Once power is available, everyone wants it. Manning's man. That's a fact of life. And once money is available, the rich want it, the middle class want it, and the poor wants it even more. Ha 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 ha! Yes, indeed. All right, moving right along. So I'm going to present to you a document, and we'll go. So now, for those of you who have not heard, the next election, constitutionally due according to FIFA laws and the JFF Constitution, will be in November of 2023. It means that we are like a year out from that election. A year out, 12 months. All right. So, whether by force or by suggestion, the JFF has made some changes to the amount of votes that are on the ballot to determine who leads Jamaica's football. It has moved from 13 to 56. That's the number. All right. I think it should have been 57 just in case it is split down the middle. I'd love to know if it is what percentage do you need to lead? If it is 28, who would determine who leads? Right? Who leads? Is there a rerun? So I think there should always be an odd number, 57, kind of a thing. That way, somebody, even if it's a minor or a minute lead, gets a vote extra. Unless there's something in the Constitution that, just like in the United States, if there is a tie, the tiebreaker becomes the vice president. Like, who would be the tiebreaker in the event that this 56 splits 28-28? That's question number one. We're hoping that one of these days we can have someone with a more authoritative voice from the Federation to come and speak on this matter. All right, so there are 56 votes. Now, how will they be broken down? I'm going to present to you a document that outlines it. And then I have some questions, and I've done my own digging. I've done some calling, some searching, and I'm going to explain to you what this means. All right. So let's present the document. All right. This is it. So how the votes will be divided. All right. So we have 14 parishes but 13 associations. One for every parish except in Kingston and St. Andrew that are two parish combined. Now, this is important because Ishmael asked a question yesterday on the show. And his question was, why is there one vote? And I said, no, they have two votes. But Ishmael is right. I'm going to tell you why he's right. So, St. Elizabeth has two votes, Westmoreland has two, Hanover has two, St. James has two, Trelawney has two, St. Anne has two, St. Mary has two, St. Thomas, Portland has two, St. Thomas has two, Manchester has two, Clarendon has two, St. Catherine has two, and then St. Andrew gets one, and Kingston gets one because they have joined and they are one federation. So many people are saying two votes should have been given to St. Andrew and two should have been given to Kingston, which would mean CASAFA, one association over two parishes, would have 4 votes instead of 2. How it is now, everybody, every other parish has gained 1. St. Andrew did not, CASAFA did not, because they originally had 2 votes in previous, well, 1 vote in previous election. So they got 1 for the association. And so though the document is saying, it is not saying the parishes, it is the association that the votes are given to and not the parishes. I have Brian Mighton who has come on. So that's the first place we're going to go at, right? The 13 times 2, that's where 26 votes are. Now, we're going to find out who cast these votes and can they be for 2 different candidates. And one thing I'll tell you is that board of directors are not allowed to vote, which means that the parish presidents are not the ones who actually cast the ballot for the parish. Brian Mighton, welcome to the show. What say you on the parishes getting 13 times 2, CASAFA not getting 2 for St. Andrew, 2 for Kingston? Right, wrong, best way, some other way?
Yeah, man. Afternoon, mornings. Afternoon to everybody in the comment section and persons viewing. So I think the way in which it was structured is that they are saying they are giving 2 votes each association. So they would be correct in this instance because CASAFA is one association. So I think one way in which they could go about it is they could make Kingston an association and then St. Andrew an association. But I don't think that can happen now because the laws that govern and the constitution that governs CASAFA was written to include them as one organization because I think they are registered as one business or something of that effect, but they operate as one entity. So it would take some time for them to separate them, come up with new constitutions, divide the clubs to see who is a part of Kingston, who's a part of St. Andrew, get a different president and stuff like that. So I think that may take some time.
But there's no president now, is there?
Yeah, man, there is a president at CASAFA.
Who is?
I don't remember his name. But there is. Yeah, man, there was a special AGM held a few weeks ago at the JFF. They have a new board that is
governing CASAFA,
finishing out the slate that was there originally. So that I think the person's name is Mark. I don't remember his last name, but his first name is Mark. He was the
Bennett.
Mark Bennett. He was the GenSec when Mr. Shaw was the president.
Oh, Mark Bennett. Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't remember who is the first vice president. I think it's Carvel, but I know the president of Mullines is the second vice president.
Okay.
I don't know who is the Gen Sec, but
Dylan is not there anymore.
no, Dylan is not there, but he's a
Right.
part. He's not there in that capacity. But I think he's somehow affiliated with as a board member, something of that effect. I'm not quite sure, so I don't want to say too much on it. But they have a president though,
Okay. So
who is just serving out. I think there's 9 months left in the original tenure of
right,
Mr. Shaw.
which is in September. The end in September, and the JFF elections is in November.
Yeah, so they will have their elections before, I'm assuming.
Right. Okay. So you are satisfied with the allocation of 2 votes per parish association, because really and truly it is to the it's not the parishes that they are giving it to. It is
No, it's association.
So let me just type in that just to make it clear. Parish
Association.
association. Yeah, because I don't. All right, so let's do it that way, so people are not confused.
But I think, but you were saying earlier that the presidents don't vote. I think it's the Gen Sec them that will vote or some.
Well, my understanding today is that. So what if the president says the 2 votes are going to management? Do they get to do that? But my understanding is that the directors are not the ones who vote.
No, they aren't.
Right.
So it's I think it is. I may be wrong, but I think it's. I mean, based on, I would want to think that the Gen Sec and probably a vice president would vote.
But do they vote under the influence of the parish president? Are they what directs where the vote for the parish goes to? What directs that process? Is it that the parishes have?
I would like to think it's the affiliates who decide.
So is it exactly? So is it that the parishes? Is it that the parishes have a meeting, an AGM or some sort of meeting? Well, not an AGM, but a meeting, and in that meeting they decide by unanimous vote who they should vote for, depending on who is on the slate, and then there is a way to validate that the Gen Sec goes there.
No, they can't do that. They can't validate it.
So at the end of the day,
because when the Gen Sec go, when whoever them sent to vote, when them go and tick them ballot or everything up, nobody know who vote for who.
But
or it should.
That is the point I'm making. So say for example, right? We decide. So you and I decide, all right, we vote for Pagan 180. All right. And say Unseen Sports is the person who is going to cast the ballot. But Unseen Sport wants to vote for Fresh God. Can he go there and vote for Fresh God? And if he does that,
you wouldn't know though.
But isn't that the point I'm making? So is it because the delegates don't know who the voter voted for? Isn't the process itself sort of skewed to have errors and
well, let's just say more things change, the more they remain the same. That's the best way to put it. Because I get what you're saying, but I mean, I'm trying to think about how is it that because unless you have an open vote.
Right, because unless it's an open vote to say sent and voted, sent and 2 votes went to so and so. This went to, unless there is a way to determine who voted for who. Because remember, normally they would say like these 4 parishes voted for Mike Ricketts, and these other 5 parishes voted for Stuart Stevenson, unless there's something like that, so we can know that this is where the parish votes went at the end of the election. Then the people can say, because we could say, well, how come sent and vote went to John when we decided in our meeting that we'd vote for Paul?
Yeah, but honestly, I know you say money, but I also, I think the election process can go like that though. Meaning, I don't think I mean, for more reasons than one, I don't think you'd want to reveal who vote for who. I
Of
mean,
course. It's not like a political election where it determines the governance of the country. This is football.
no, but it is determining the governance of football, which in the footballing world is equally as important per se.
All right. I need I don't I
Mannings, hold on, give me a minute. I'm going to find out something and then I come back.
yeah,
Give me a
find out and let me find out. Yeah. I don't know, man. It needs some transparency because if I don't know where my vote is, if I can say I want to vote, say 12 clubs in a parish say we want our vote to go to Paul, but the person who cast the vote votes for somebody else, and we don't know, so we don't really know where our vote is going. So even if a person campaigns, he comes into the parish and they present their mandate. Right? When they create their mandate and they put it before us, our manifesto, we say, based on this manifesto, we are going to give our vote to this person. To now believe that somebody could go there and vote for somebody else is really heights of confusion. All right, so that's a first question. So Brian is going to check out something, right? Big up Rich Pool Sports. He's saying Mannings and Mighton cut to the chase. Aren't these exciting and encouraging signs from JA Football with Mr. Chang and these FIFA-driven changes? Is transparency and professionalism on the rise? Well, that's what we're working through, Rich Pool Sports. We're just seeking clarity as to now that the process has changed. How will the process work to ensure that we don't have the change process with bad practices? We want to ensure that the practices in the change process can stand the scrutiny, they can pass the integrity test, and it is transparent. That is what we're seeking to ascertain in this dialogue right now. All right? Yeah, there you go. Stressing that. Is democracy on the rise? More people getting a chance to participate, management. I am sure Mr. D. Chung, Mr. Chung, or a JFF rep would clarify things. And we are going to, but we have to put the questions out there. So when they come on, they already know where the questions are coming from and they can adequately prepare themselves, right? The voter has to vote for who the committee has picked. But if so, then it doesn't make sense appointing a singular person to go cast that vote. Yeah, but what I'm saying, is that, remember, brothers, all I'm saying is that because you don't know who the voter vote for, you have to trust the integrity of the voter. So we say they took the persons in Westmoreland, they send John, but they want John to vote for Peter. But John is very close friends with Paul. If when the numbers are added up, the person in Westmoreland, the person who decided that they were going to give their vote to Paul, if they don't know that the vote went to Paul by some transparent process, you would not know where the voter that you sent cast the ballot. How do we know where the ballot was cast? That's all I'm asking. The special interest groups are a little misleading, though. Who are the assigned coaches, referees, PFG, etc.? Would that be divulged? All right. So we're going to get to the second group of persons, and these are just questions we're hoping to get representative from the federation to come forward and clearly outline these things. So, as you can see, there are three parish associations, special interest group, and professional clubs. So let's look at the special interest group. ISA has 2 votes. The referees have 2 votes. There's a referees committee. We know that ISA exists. We know that Intercol exists, the colleges. We know that exists. We know that there's a PFJL board but I have some questions about that. So we know that those four exist. We know that there's a coaches group. We don't know if there's a coaches association, right? So that needs to be checked. There's no past player association established yet with clear leaders. Who leads the past players association? Where is that? All right. And the beach soccer, who governs that? Is that persons within the JFF? Right? So I don't know. I don't know. So give me some. Let me see if we can get some clarity on this matter. Hold on. See if we can get to John. Jesus said, John Alayad. That seems it would fail the integrity test if the representative doesn't vote for who the group elected. Yeah, all I want to know is that how do the representatives knows that the person who voted actually voted for the person that they selected, right? But that says that's exactly what I'm saying. The process allowed the voter to change the vote. You're making some serious points. Yeah, that's what I want to find out, right? So let's come to ISA. We know the special interest group. We know ISA clearly, right? Whether I think same thing. All the schools would have to decide who the votes are going to go to by unanimous decision. Say the president of ISA goes, the president of ISA will have to vote for the said person. Now, all the representatives in ISA must know that the person who voted for the person they selected. Same thing with the referees association. They get two. Now, I don't know. No, there's no coaches association. So my thing is, what I don't want to happen is that when you get to this place, there's no coaches association. Therefore, selected coaches are selected to vote as a representation of the coaches. All right, we have Ryan LFC Jano. Sir Ryan, what's going on, man?
Bro, no matter putting a syrup on my name, brother. I'm not like it. Make me sound like an old man, brother. Big up yourself, brother. No respect, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You
man.
know more ask the management because I forgot to ask Sir Dennis Strong, right? Is beach football thing still keeping Jamaica, meaning the Jamaica team active?
Well, I'm going to get to that too, because that's one of the questions. When they say beach football, is it that they're going to restart that, put people in charge so they can have a vote? Or there are persons that they're going to just say, no, man, you used to be the coach, so you have the vote. How will we know? Because as far as we know, there is no beach football competition in Jamaica. We haven't participated in that. Who heads the Beach Football Association? Is there one? So all of these questions are saying they have gotten two votes. We need to know who leads that association.
Yeah, and even the
Past
next thing,
players.
yeah, pass player. What about the pass player? Who are run that stuff?
There's no past player association as far as I'm concerned. There's no established past player association.
So they have to get all of these things done in less than 11 months. Next year.
Yes.
Next year election.
And then will people just set up these things? In other words, I could say, yo, let me call up some place. Yeah, man, we could start an association so that we can, you understand me? So that we can do the election. And after the election, you dissolve it.
You're right, but next thing more I ask you still, come I ask Sir Dennis Strong about what about your reggae boys, Kyle run reggae boys commentary, because that much more organized than most of these things. Could we know it gone already, but in the future, I don't know what they think, because in the last under 20, Stan Cranky, Devonport, all of these people come together. You will help to buy ticket for all of these things. I think the fans them should even at least get a vote, like the Reggae Boys board or something, people them in the diaspora, because they're willing to put in a lot of money, to do all of these stuff. What do you think?
I totally agree that there should be like a overall supporters club. In other words, where all the different, suppose you have the Reggae Boy supporters club, Kyle, but you may have other groups. But when it comes to election, all of those groups must come under one umbrella and get 2 votes. So you can't give each of those groups a vote, but there should be 2 votes, just like with the other special interest group, given to those groups. You understand me? Those groups, because they are football stakeholders, in a sense, right? Because these are your supporters. So I think even that, to me, is way more important than giving beach soccer 2 votes.
Yeah, because a long time, I think Andrew Price always been the coach for the beach soccer team. I don't know who is the coach now. I know Benji, your Virgin, where you usually play with that Kansas, you usually play for the
man.
and
A lot of
Kirkwood
Oyster players normally play for it.
Yeah, but one of the next thing we're really kind of worried with this election, Manins, I think why they give the parish association 2 votes, why not give them 1? I think 26 vote is there. I don't really like that, because the vice president and the president going to vote. Most of the time, the vice president and the president saying the same thing. So I don't know about the 26 vote. I think that's too much.
No, man, the vice president and the president don't have a vote.
For the parish association?
No, because the president and the vice president are not part of parish associations.
Yeah. So who vote for the parish? Who going to vote? Is it where to vote? Who going to vote? No, the leader of that parish.
Yes, so the parish president. Oh, you're talking the I think you're talking Mr. Ricketts. Oh, you're talking the parish.
No. I'm talking about the parish president.
So the parish president are directors, and directors are not allowed to vote.
Oh, they don't allow to vote.
Right. So the affiliates in the parishes will come together and determine where the votes go. So say that all of us in St. Anne say that we want to vote for Demo. But Ryan, you are going to remember, because all of us are not going to the election, You are going to the election to represent us. All right? So we say to you, we want to vote for Demo. But you really, in your heart, you like the other candidate. How do we know that when we tell you to vote for Demo, you're going to cast those 2 votes for Demo and not for the next candidate? If when the election is done, we don't hear where the votes out of St. Anne went. So that is the question that I'm asking from the beginning. So the special interest group, let me get some of these comments. Big up for all the comments coming in. Big up Brain Drain. Thanks for the Christmas tree. You understand? I like the Christmas color in that super chat. All right. Yeah. Gunner's boss says candidates go out and get people to vote for them. Isn't that how it always
works? Are you hearing me? Sorry about that. Get a call. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you break up a little. So what I'm saying to Ryan is, I don't know if you heard my initial thing. So
Go over back again. Repeat yourself.
All right. Say that you are going to be the GenSec in the parish. So you are the one who goes to the election, Not the affiliates, not the D1 club and the Major League club and the Super League club and the business house. You are going to go and represent the parish at the election. So you come and you meet with the parish and say, parish, who you want us to vote for? Who you want us to give the 2 vote? Right? We all of us vote and say, we want you to go to the election and give the 2 votes to Demo. But remember now, say you and Demo to get along. And you say, no, man, you really wanted to vote for JT, right? So you go to the election, you know. The 20 of us say vote for Demo. You wanted to vote for JT. You go and you cast the 2 votes for JT instead of Demo. How do we know that that's what you did? If we don't get to hear that the 2 votes for St. Anne went here and the 2 votes for Manchester went here and the 2 votes, if we don't get that information at the end, we still don't know where the votes actually, you know, if the person actually voted, how they were directed by the affiliates.
Yeah, boy, I don't know, man. But you know what? I'm not going to beat it down too hard, Mannings, because you know we're calling for change for this 13. It's a step in the right direction. So hopefully, they said it's not something that going to stay. It can be changed in the years coming, or it can stay. So it's better than 30. You understand? If they really win this one, said we, boy, I have to say, boy, we don't know. Got 56 vote, Virgin. You get to me and say it's far away from 13. So at least everybody get an opportunity to vote. You understand? 56 vote. You know, but we think about Issa, you think that's a good move?
Yeah, but remember now, so all of these, so remember this is actually from the JFF, you know. I mean, I redrafted it so it didn't have some of their things on it, right? So the people, this is actually where it's going. So Issa is going to, I see someone saying here that the JFF has to say which members are able to vote. If Issa or referees have applied for membership and don't pay their dues, they don't vote. They have to be in good standing. All right, TikTok. I remember recently you were telling me about the FIFA ranking, and I told you that Brazil would be number 1, and you said that you calculated it, and they will not be there. All right, TikTok, the good suggestion you're making, but I will say to you, this is not accurate. Issa is an affiliate, and Issa will have votes. The referee will have vote. Intercal will have vote. If for any reason this election goes and these 14 votes are not there, there's going to be a problem with FIFA. All right? Let me say it again, TikTok. If for any reason, if the JFF says these 14 votes, the 2 to Issa, the 2 to, they didn't pay this or they didn't do this, and therefore they were not able to vote, and we didn't allow them to, they are going to have problems with FIFA. These votes, 56 votes, must be in the next election. Unless people abstain. FIFA will not allow it to go back to, well, none of the clubs and stuff. Right, TikTok? I understand what you're saying, right? But here's the thing. Even in the parish elections, as long as I'm a functioning club, in the parish elections, I still have vote. What people have done in the parishes is saying that we're not going to allow you to vote because they know that that person would vote against them. All right? So these are the set for the 2013. If you're going to change and increase afterwards, I'm coming to some more of the commentary and that's it. But look at this one, Ryan, because there's a next big one, you know. All right, the next big one is the professional clubs. The professional clubs have 16 votes. Women tier 1, women tier 2, men tier 1, men tier 2. How it is presently constituted, right? The document is actually suggesting that the 4 teams would vote would be Harborview, who won, Dumbeholden second, Cavaliers third, and Waterhouse. But really, it's wrong because here's why. There will be a competition ending, Ryan, before the election. The present competition going on now, will end before the election. So those four can change or should change. You understand me? Because this competition going on now ends in May and the election is in November, May of 2023. Therefore, the four teams that have the votes now can be the four teams that vote.
Yeah, but why them never do it, management, like, because the election going to be later down in the year, why them not make the top four team them that finish the top four? Why it have to be a specific club?
No, man, it's the top four clubs, What I'm saying though is that what they want, what the document is actually suggesting, Ryan, is that the top four from the season that has been completed. But I'm saying that there's a season that is going to be completed. So it cannot be the four teams, no, because a competition is going to be completed in 2023 and those four teams could change. It could be four different teams at the top at that time. That's the four team that would vote. The other thing is that there's no women tier 2. So if no women tier 2 start, are you going to give the teams in the women tier 1 the other 4 votes? Where would those 4 votes go?
So we have in a year, we have in less than 11 months we get all of these things not in place.
There you go.
But we are gonna need money and jersey to put on these league.
Well, that part.
But I mean, know, brother. But I mean, know because so what? Tier 1 start already, right? Tier 1 and tier 2 start already, right?
For the men, but there's no tier 2 for the women. So they would have to start a tier 2 for the women. Or
so what the competition with female football start? What is that, man? Is females football Premier League not start?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Tier 1.
That's tier 1.
Yeah.
So tier 2, what the difference with tier 1 and tier 2? Is like you have to get promoted to come up in the Premier League?
Yeah. You have to get promoted. Promotion and demotion. Listen.
Okay.
And let me tell the people, I am not here. I'm just asking questions because my hope is by the end of the year, we'll get clarity from someone within the JFF. So this is not because Ryan, let me say this. I think these changes are very good.
May I agree with you.
The women tier 2, they including more people in the voting process. So people don't get it wrong. We're not here trying to beat the JFF or anything. What we're saying is that now that this has been done at your AGM, come out and explain to us. No, we're asking the questions now so that when you come onto any of the platforms, you know where we are going in terms of questions, so you are prepared because we need to get clarity.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're not here to tear them down because these things are steps in the right direction. Steps in the right direction. To move from 13 to 56, that's adding 43 more votes.
Yeah, man. Here, TikTok last comment down at the bottom. TikTok last comment down at the bottom. Bring it up, man.
Oh, okay. So he's saying what I am saying, that you don't have to be active to be given a vote in the Constitution. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. I think both of us saying the same thing, TikTok. Unless we miss it. I think both of us are saying the same thing.
Boy, I'm not like still manage. I'm glad for the changes. You get to me and say, and all of the money more say my Ricketts for resign and thing. I hope to put in a team together. Every day on the ball say changes and changes make nobody come and challenge. So we have almost 11 months we prepare on the team, pick on a leader and all of them stuff there. You get to me and say changes is good. You know what I mean? Better opportunity. Corporate Jamaica can see more people involved and say, okay, this is not a thing that cook up like the 13 parish thing. So more people have opportunity to vote, Bridget. And that's the greatest thing for me. You understand?
Chris Romans is saying that there are too many votes.
Too many vote? No, man. This is okay. Go check rest of Caribbean country and them stuff there. This is okay. 56 is okay. 56 is okay. And
For
yeah,
now, for now.
yeah, go ahead.
And as you have more, because you're probably gonna have more affiliates, like how like the Reggae Girls Foundation probably would have fit under you understand me, under the same Kyle, the supporters. So down the road you can look at that, because the Reggae Girls Foundation is an active thing. I think TikTok is saying like maybe down the road we'll have an academy association. But I question, like I said, I think the past players should have a say. But really, are the past players an established association to be given a vote? Is the beach soccer a established association to be given votes?
And that made us say to your man's man, like reggae boys coming to where already have things in place. Could I even get the chance? You understand? But me like when players get the opportunity, it's very important. So all the players them, I call them, me have them number, me so they need to put something together and think.
Yeah. Because I don't know who is head of the past players association.
Well, for me, I would give it to Freddie Butler, you know.
But I don't know that there is even any, so that is the thing I'm saying. But
Freddie Butler can start it up with Bibi and Fuller and all of them, man.
Okay. But yeah, some players who older than that, go tell us maybe football is very tribal among players sometimes,
No, and them are gonna put them different aside, right? Ask them for once for come together and make the better and the difference for Jamaican football. You get to me and say,
yeah,
we can only talk, but if we now go try to be a part of the change, how we going to get change?
And I think
you get to me and say,
my point, because what I don't want to happen, Ryan, is that there's no proper beach association, but somebody put in to vote for them. You understand me? There's no
because a long time Jamaica not play beach football, brother. Long time, brother.
There's no proper past players association and the way that the past players vote. And then we say, so who did that? Well, so we do shout up Manning's man and him come vote for them. And so who Manning's man he talk to? Well, we don't really know, but the man say him dead and him turn up. Him is a past player. So him vote. You understand me? Yeah, we don't want that. We want to make sure that there's a clear guidelines.
But Manning's man, it never too late. It never too late for all of these things put in place for the beach soccer and the pass play and all of them stuff there.
Yeah, but here's what TikTok is saying, which is what TikTok is saying, right? All of these different groups have to pay over money to the JFF and pay their dues, because if they are not paying, they don't have a constitutional vote because they are not in good standing. What I am saying though is that because FIFA have stipulated and the JFF has agreed to 56 vote, at the end of the election, TikTok, the JFF cannot go back to FIFA and said, yes, we had 56 votes, but we didn't have enough affiliates to vote, because it is not just to increase the votes. FIFA wants the election to be done with all the affiliates having a voice. So the JFF will have to ensure that all 56 persons are at the election to vote, even if it means to forego whatever fee there is, so that they can have 56 vote. Because come what may, if they don't go up to the 56 votes, it's going to become a FIFA issue. But I have to get somebody on to find out from them. So the Beach Soccer Association, that is a Jamaica national beach soccer team, need to pay affiliation fee. You understand me? Do the referees? I don't think referees pay any association fee to the JFF.
Some Manning's man. So you have to pay a fee.
That's what TikTok is saying. He's saying that the past players might be organized. They need to become members organization and join the JFF as members and pay their dues and vote.
So man is man, you know more ask you because you know more ask you with these any organization like pass play or beach soccer, is it a possibility that in the future them could be a president because they part of the JFF?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So that not great for the players. The players them should have jump on this then if them really say them want changes. That is how we are in, you know. That is how we are in.
Yeah. For the past players. So, but remember now, for the beach soccer is the JFF is the team. Remember, the beach soccer now is really the Jamaica football team that play beach soccer instead of soccer and grass, you know. So that would still have to be a national call up. Like the only way you can play beach soccer, you can have a beach soccer thing, is if the JFF started at the national level.
Yeah, people. I see some people I say by vote. I don't think. I don't know.
I think he's talking about the pay. And if I have to pay,
but it is a fee. It's a fee.
Yeah.
It's a fee. It's not a fee, management, or is just more. It's more than it's like something we pay.
No,
every 6 months.
Every year, right?
Every
year you have to pay an affiliation fee. So when they say that you have to register your club, if your club play in Major League, they say you have to register. That is called your affiliation fee. So that means you're an affiliate of the parish. All right. So what TikTok is saying is that if the special interest group like the let me see. I think we have a call coming in here. Hold on a sec. We have a call coming in, Ryan. Oh, caller hang up. Caller, you can't call back. The caller hang up. So let's see. Right. What he's saying is that if Issa doesn't pay, Issa can't vote. If the referee don't pay their affiliation fee, they can't vote. But I am saying that the referee don't pay any fees over to the JFF. Just like how the parish association, just the coaches. So what he's saying is that the coaches have to pay their fees, the coaches association, Intercal has to pay a fee, PFJL have to pay a fee to all of these things. If they are not paying their fees and in good standing, they will not have a vote. That is what TikTok is saying, you know. You understand me?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very interesting, right? Lot of sense, but I think, like I said, Ryan, I wanted to do this because the people need to get clarity, especially at the parish level, so they can know how their votes are going to be decided. Because football is basically re-emerging, restarting after the pandemic, and we need to get everything. Because what the JFF don't want to do is, here it is that they have the right plan, 56 vote, but somehow the process gets corrupted. We don't want the process to be corrupted. So they have to make sure that they cross all the T's and dot all the I's. Right? But the other thing, Ryan, is that I don't hear anybody out there. I know Brian says that there's a person who has been canvassing to find out if people are going to support them, and the person had initially said that they would not run. But I don't hear anybody coming out saying that, boy, they want to go up against the present president. You understand me? Is it that people fear losing? Is it that they think that they don't stand a chance? Why no contenders are popping up? Because if they're not up yet, you know, it may not make any sense. Because what are they waiting on? All right. So TikTok. So let me. I have the new constitution. All right. So let me see the part that says request. All right. Members. Right. All right. Let me see. All right. So these are members. So here's what TikTok is saying. So in the new constitution, Article 16, which is the members' obligation. So members of the JFF have the following obligation: to comply fully with the statutes or constitution, regulation, directives and direction of FIFA, CONCACAF, CFU, and the JFF at all times, and to ensure that these are also respected by its members, to ensure the election of its decision-making bodies every 4 years, to take part in competitions, if applicable, and other sporting activities organized by the JFF, to pay their membership subscription, right? To respect the laws of the game, all of those things, to adopt statutory clause, not to maintain any, right? So, suspension, membership rights, right? Expulsion, resignation, independence, statutes, clubs, leagues, regional competitions, all right? President, members, all right. So bodies, dismissal of a board member, definition, composition, delegates, and votes. All right. So here it goes, right? So the Congress is composed of 57 delegates and 13 observers plus honorary members. The numbers of voting delegates will be 57. Observers not voting will be one from each of the parish association. The number of delegates and votes is allocated as follows. Pillar 1, amateur football. For each of the 13 parish association, 3 representatives per parish. That is 2 delegates and 1 observer. 2 votes per parish. Pillar 2, elite football. Men's tier 1, 4 delegates, 4 votes. Women tier 2, 4 delegates, 4 votes. Men tier 2, 4 delegates, 4 votes. Jamaica football referee, 2 delegates, 2 votes. Jamaica Coaches Association, 2 delegates, 2 votes. It's the same thing. Intercal Beach Football Association, past players, PFLJ. All right. So delegates must belong to the members that they represent and be duly appointed or duly elected by the appropriate body of members. They must also be able to produce evidence of this upon request, the delegates of the members. So a lot of these things, there's actually nothing, election, right? Right? All right. So
Yo, man,
yeah.
Yo, my home sick, brother. Trust me. When I think really want to stay in this thing. 5 more years, I'm gone, brother. Watch it.
You know that.
Yo, brother, I'm a big man thing. Just well, brother, look at arthritis now. I'm a knee. Brother, wicked, brother, may I tell you. Serious thing, brother. Wicked. May I tell you the truth, brother. So, man, the people them in Jamaica, please, respect the people them are there in place. And if a sweet to them go, no, just give thanks, sweet, cause brother, it's not easy. You're tired, just for put on your clothes, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheese, shoot.
All right.
Wicked, brother.
Yeah. But Michael Sanders, you live in an icebox. All right, but TikTok, what I'm saying to TikTok, you know that in the new constitution, there's nothing that says, all I'm saying to you, TikTok, is that there's nothing that actually says that if you don't pay your affiliation fee, you can't vote. There's nothing that says that, There's actually the new constitution that they have does not say any of those persons would not be able to vote if that fee is not paid. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't affect your voting right. I don't see where it says that. You are saying that that is how it is. All we can do is to check and verify because it says you're supposed to pay a fee. It doesn't say if you don't pay the fee or your membership, you don't have a vote. It says these are your obligations. All right, because if we go through some, look, listen to this one. To communicate to the JFF any amendment to its constitution and regulation, as well as a list of its officials who are authorized signatories with the right to enter into legal binding agreements with third parties, not to maintain any relation of a sporting nature with entities that are not recognized with members that have been suspended or expelled, to observe the principles of loyalty, integrity, and good sporting behavior as an expression of their fair play throughout a statutory provision, to observe the mandatory items specified under Article 13, Part 2 of this Constitution for the duration of their affiliation, to administer a register of members which shall be regularly be updated, to ratify statutes that are in accordance with the requirement of this Constitution, to respect the laws of the game as laid down by the IFAB, as well as beach soccer laws for the games and the futsal laws of the game as laid down by FIFA, and to ensure that these are also respected by its members throughout a statutory provision. All I am saying, members, right? To take part in Congress, to receive its agenda in advance, to be called up to the Congress within this prescribed time, to exercise their rights to participate, right, to nominate candidates for election and or appoint to the relevant bodies of the JFF, to be informed of the affairs of the JFF through its official body, to take part in competition applicable, to exercise all other rights arising from the Constitution and regulation of the JFF, all of those things. But there's nothing that says that right, you if you don't pay, again it talks about admission, right? I don't see anything that says if you don't pay, you don't vote. That's all I'm saying.
Mannings man, big up
Yeah,
yourself, brother. I do
yeah,
some
yeah. Yeah,
big up
clear up
yourself,
this,
brother.
no?
Eh? No man. Some Axfield will come by, brother. See it, so.
Oh.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, brother.
All
People
right,
big
bless
up
up,
on yourself.
yeah, man, bless up, Ryan. All right, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right, there you go, Ryan LFC for your people, right? So, this may be a rhetorical question. Have you tried to get someone from the JFF to come on the program and address? Yeah, yes, Rowan. I am hoping to get someone on because honestly, what I wanted to do today is to present these things to you, so some of you can go and check and kind of find out. And if you have information, just come and share it back with me. But I have reached out to persons in the federation as well to come out and kind of explain to the people, seeing that the real information is being put out there, so we can get a fulsome understanding, especially for the affiliates who may be on the fringes. They are the ones who are not close to the action, but they need to know what is going on. So I have done that run, and I'm hoping that it will happen. Ryan, what happened to the gentleman that went up against Ricketts the last time? Oh, yeah. Without paying a fee, you are not regarded as an active association, and only anything association votes. I don't understand the part they do plan. I understand. Big up Badge panel. You and any of you got a chance to watch on the Netflix series named Captain, which Jamaica featured in. Hey, look how long that gone Ricardo Badge, man. Everybody watch that now, man. Hey, Badge, you're late, you know. You're living in the ice age or the ice place. Eh? Why can't buy oxtail? Who can buy oxtail? I think Duckland mean, you know. Jamaica risking freezing to death for
No, but you know, say I buy oxtail for the family, but I don't really eat oxtail. See, I
yeah.
don't really eat the oxtail. No, I don't really eat the oxtail.
Which animal oxtail come from?
I don't know. Ask brain dead enough. I'm bright and smart.
What
You know, he know everything. You know.
ask who?
Brain dead.
You want to name the brain dead, man. Don't be smart.
Oh,
You
oh,
want to name brain drain, man.
oh, brain Jane. Okay, my apologies. Yeah, but yeah, me I buy oxtail for the family and thing, brother. You know what I say?
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah. Big up yourself, man. Big up.
Yeah, man. All right, all right, all right. Oxtail is from cow. So why is it called ox? Why is it called oxtail if it's from cow? Why it's not called? Because cow tail, you know. There's something in Jamaica called cow tail. Some Jamaicans eat every part of the cow. Which part of the cow name? Cow tail. Is it different from the ox tail of the cow? Which part? Because Jamaicans say them eat cow cod. What is cow cod? So there's beef between Brain Drain and Ryan. You said that Brain Drain, Ryan picking fight. It's a serious thing. That was Ryan trying to take a throw shade at you. Maybe him just get it wrong. Brain Drain, brain dead. Drain dead. Same letter them start with. Yep. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so this show is, like I said, dedicated. We have around 18 minutes to go, and then later we will have our EPL show as we look at the Boxing Day fixtures. We're going to be talking about that and some mouth-watering JPL action that will be coming up. Oh, Jason. No, I get it. I didn't know. Oh, you see what happened with me now. I'm out of the loop. So I never realized that there was something. I didn't realize it. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Issa is saying that if it is so many votes, Mr. Ricketts can win. Well, it's gonna be hard for him to lose because there's nobody going up against him so far. So if he runs against himself, then I don't see how he lose when there's no other candidate. You understand me? And I think if there is a candidate, that person has to be out right now, going around with manifesto. You can't wait. If you wait until next year when this FIFA thing, this Adidas deal and Nations League match, it's going to be hard, because I am telling you that for the next FIFA window, which I think is in March, I think Jamaica will see at least 3 players in top 10 clubs in the Premier League playing for the Reggae Boys. So I think a person coming up against all of that, the coach, remember the coach is also going to be in Jamaica. Come January as well. I think all of those things, it will make it very difficult in terms of timing for that person who's going to oppose him. That person should be out. Now that this is out, this person would have to be, or these persons would have to be out right now. But where I see it, there is no candidate so far. But there could be. It's never too late for a show, Ariane. You know? Yeah, definitely run. Before the festive season, I'm really going to try, even if it is by phone call. Yeah, you understand me? Yeah, one candidate. Who is running against Mr. Right now? Mr. Ricketts running against him shadow. There's no one. There's no one else. Words in front. All right. It's hard for him to lose now that we see exactly what's happening. Now with those changes, something big has to happen to swing again. Yeah, like something astronomical must happen. Because remember as well that the Dennis Strong move is a good move. All right. That's one. You understand me? For example, I think like Dennis Strong being on the team, Chris Deering, and all of those changing, the coaches, the Adidas stuff, the sponsorship coming in, the players coming in, the Nations League game against Mexico, like I said, with players from the Premier League, top clubs coming in to represent Jamaica for the first time. All of these things are going to create such a momentum. The Women's League going on, all of these stuff will make it. The under 17 that probably going understanding supposed to go away to Brazil for a camp. Maybe they should go to Argentina. I don't know. But with all of that happening, it's going to create problem for that candidate to kind of leapfrog him this late in the game. That's just my opinion, but nothing is impossible. Cattle is the source of oxtail for your info. Thank you, Brain Drain. But I want to know, is cowtail different from the oxtail that they get from cow? So which part of the or is oxtail the same as the cowtail? That's what I want to know. Or is it cow? I don't even know, because I don't eat beef, I don't eat cow meat, so I don't know. TikTok says if GC result is bad, logistics and charters don't improve, Ricketts will lose. I don't understand that TikTok. Sorry. If GC result is bad, what is GC? GC. I don't know what that means. TikTok and charters. I really don't know. Maybe somebody can explain. Yeah. Well, you know that Danny Beckford is going to run. Danny Beckford runs every year. And no matter who is there, Danny Beckford is going to go up against them. Oh, Gold Cup. If Gold Cup results are bad, okay. All right, I didn't get that. Oh man, I'm very slow. It took me a while to get that. Do you agree? Let me get this one. Oh geez. Do you agree with Jamaicans eating tripe? What kind of tripe? Bridget, I only eat chicken and fish. That's it. I don't eat kidney and liver, and I don't eat those things. So I just think people should eat chicken and fish, nothing else. And that's it. That's me. Top club for the first time. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's all I will say. But we should have at least 3 players fully capped playing for Jamaica at the World Cup. For the game against Mexico. And we could have others joining at the Gold Cup. But for the game against Mexico, we should have a long camp, and we will see, once the break goes, we're going to see a couple of those players at least coming in. So I think with those things, I think we're going to probably beat Mexico and go to the other stage of the Gold Cup. So I think those things are going to be a problem. All right? Yeah. Yeah, those are good gains, man. But we need to We need a professional GFF to carry the country to the next level. Yeah, but what I'm saying to Michael Sadler, I agree with you, but remember, there are personnels and there are more coming in, you know, because the whole the one of the things is that some of the structural things in the GFF, they are changing, but also the other thing that is changing is the personnel within the GFF. Brain Drain says, Oxtail look like the spine to me. I will have a fact check. I will have to fact check this. Yeah. I want to know which part of the cow is the ox tail and why they call it the tail. Is it the tailbone? I don't know. In order for Mike Ricketts to lose, black people have to be cured of blackalitis and stop chatting and start taking action to make changes. Blackalitis. Jeez. Hey, Oxtail, big up. They are the same manings, man. Just Oxtail sounds more exotic. Oh, so Oxtail. I didn't know that. Okay. So Oxtail is actually cowtail. So if I go to the supermarket and say, sell me 5 pounds of cowtail, I get oxtail. Interesting. I never knew that. Maybe because I don't eat cow. Money. It's too late for a show. Big up Tennessee. Jason, you're good, man. I'm not answering that question. That question look like it has trouble written all over it. Cow tripe and cow cod soup is very good by a good. What is cow cod? This is what I'm saying, that you have cow tail, cow foot, cow cod, oxtail, and they're all from the cow. Which part are the different part? So what do they call? TikTok. How we get into food and thing? How did we get here? Oh, here you see, this is what I'm telling you. Here somebody saying that oxtail is different from cow management. I don't. So now I don't know. So Douglas, you're saying that oxtail is not from cow. Okay, where is it from? Okay. No, nobody's man learning. Yo, so I don't want to ask that I want to ask. I don't know if I should ask what. I might as well type it. So there's a popular saying that people bow. So if a person eats cow cod, have they bowed? I don't know. How many of you have had cow cod soup? I don't know. I don't drink those things. I'm glad that I'm on the chicken and pizza. People eating all of them kind of things, brethren. What kind of nonsense is that? Hey, don't say the cow cod. It's the cow balls, man. That's not healthy. That is not healthy. But how did we get into a discussion about food? Oh my word! I think I need to end this show. No. Oxtail cannot be just the tail. You would see a million tailless cows in Jamaica. I am sure sports. Okay, so Brain Drain is saying that the oxtail is actually from the cow, but he doesn't believe it is the tail of the cow. So what he believes is like it's that long spinal bone in the cow that they call the oxtail that probably goes into the tail or is connected to the tail. I don't know. And maybe the tail is sold separately from that. And that is why the oxtail always have that, round kind of thing, which more look like a spine than anything else. So maybe that is it. Maybe it is actually the spine of the cow that is called oxtail. That's a good one. So B. Douglas, right? Oxtail is actually not different from cow. It's making sense. Because Ron is saying that ox is what the cow was called before, but they are one and the same. Why debate? Just Google it. Okay, so you're saying that when they talk about ox and the oxen, they were cows. Okay, all right. It's not the TikTok cow. Anyways, brethren, but the tail don't start from where you see it. Plus, that's why it is so expensive. Oh, so maybe the tail is connected to the spine of the cow. So it is that entire part that from the neck to the end of the tail that is called oxtail. Ah, okay. Hey, this is some interesting stuff. Some interesting stuff. From voting to oxtail. And Ryan said that him buy oxtail, and this is what the discussion has segued into. Oh my Lord. I think it is the bottom part of the spine where it hits the stick. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is like everybody contradicting. Like you all contradicting each other, man. You're confusing me. You know, an ox is a male, but no, oxtail comes from. But no, oxtail comes from either a male or a female cow. Jason, I'm not even sure if I'm learning now because I'm getting confused. All right, because look, all right. I answered that already, Patrick Riley. Don't know if you heard it. Same family, but there is a difference between both animals. So B. Douglas is saying a cow is different from an ox. So you're saying Unseen. Unseen said that he's a butcher. So Unseen, come on to the show and explain to us quickly. Or call in Unseen. Call in and tell us which part of the cow is the cud and which part of the cow is oxtail. Call in Unseen or join the program and tell us. All right, and then we'll close on that note. Teach us something, Unseen the butcher. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, he probably still a board member or something. These guys always have posting these things, but I'm almost certain that Mr. Stevenson would not be contending the JFF presidency. I think that ship has long sailed and he has probably moved on with his whole life. I think if there's going to be any challengers, it would probably be someone, younger. Okay, Unseen Sports TV. So, Unseen Sports TV. It is a tail. Okay. Is it from the bull or from the cow? The female or the male? Or from both? Because why people don't go to the supermarket and ask for cow's tail? And seriously, like I said, that I'm learning, because some of these things. Unseen. You think we don't know that male and the female have tail? Cheese and peace. What is wrong with you, Unseen, man? You think we don't know that both of them have tail? Unseen. We have seen enough cows to know that, and that may I ask, man. What's wrong with you, man? All right. Per credible source, the oxtail cut starts at the base of the spine. The fat is trimmed and the last 2 to 3 tailbones removed before being cut into short joints. So it's actually from the cow, but it starts at the base of the spine, which is like in the like up at the top of the back ear, all the way down to the end of the tail. Okay. And I'm suspecting it is actually it's actually from the cow. What do you want? Say a male or a female cow? Or a bull? Ox. Okay. So, people, you know that the ox is so it's kind of funny, right? So there is like ox and cow are really the same, don't? Yo, we're gonna end the show. I'm going to end the show. I'm going to end this show. This is not good. This is unhealthy conversation. Can we get back to football? I think we have gone down the rabbit hole. We have gone far down the rabbit hole, and we should just get back out of it and just get back to football. People, yeah, man. But good show, good time. Like I said, that hopefully tomorrow we can get someone from the JFF to kind of speak to us and explain these things. I personally believe like these are some positive steps, steps in the right direction, right? And so we're hoping. I'm just hoping that the changes will continue and everything will be in place so that 56 votes can be on the ballot for the next election. And so we have a greater cross section of people participating, yeah, in the election. Yes, it is Super Friday, so I don't know. Maybe people are waiting until later. I don't know, Jason, but thank you so much for the super chat. Right? We're taking them in green. What are the Christmas colors? Red and green. All right. All right. And we're gonna have a Christmas concert, We're gonna we have a Christmas song. You believe in a Christmas? No. Do you believe in us? Huh? Do you believe Jesus come to save us? But me believe in a me barrel and me cake and me sorrel and me $1,000 bills we a flow. Hey, we so give it a one day, Hold on, we'll give it a tune there, because that is a big tune. You understand me? Yeah, I'm going to give it that big tune. But wait until later. We believe in Oxtail. No, we're talking about, you see that document, we're discussing that. And somehow Ryan made a statement about buying oxtail, and then we just segued at the end of the show in all of these things, Daniel Smith. But we are going to end. It is Super Friday. Again, we ask you to hit the like button. We also ask you to share and subscribe. All right? We have a fantastic show that we're going to be doing later this evening. You have to be a part of that. For those of you who have not yet given something to our Super Friday, especially in this festive season when I am sure sports will be going into the street and giving food to the homeless. All right? And not only that, right, we get doing our boots distribution in January. Remember that. Thanks for all the information. Listen, you learn every single day. All right, you learn every day. I'm still not convinced that oxtail is from cow, but you all say that's where it is. I don't eat it personally, but yeah, I'm just a chicken and fish guy. Understand me? That somebody asked me recently, what you call the man who sell meat? Call him the meat man, right? What you call the man who sell cream? You call him the cream man. All right, at all of those things. All of those things the keeper said. So, hey, these guys are distracted me. You understand? All of these things about fish guy and chicken. People, I eat chicken and I eat fish. All right? You understand? We leave that guy thing out of the stuff. All right? Big up to TikTok Brain Drain, Jason, KS Sports TV, B Douglas, Unseen Sports, John Powell, up. Yeah. Big up to all of you. Nitro, up and running. Daniel Simit up. Ricardo Robinson, bless up as well. Yeah, man. All the other person. Ryan, who was on TikTok. Patrick Riley. Yeah. Rohan Simis as well. Axion Entertainment. First Responder. Milas Reed. Michael Sadler. Blessings to you all. Listen. Also, Rich Poo Sport. Hey, Rich Poo, you should have come on to the stream, man. Come on. But people, listen, I said this yesterday, and for every time I do a show, I'm going to take 3 minutes to do this, right? So I'm going out to help people. And I'm saying to some of you, right? Just spread some love, right? In simple ways. You see, on Christmas Day, when you cook, if you have excess food, instead of storing it in the fridge, put it in some of those boxes, nicely put together, and be a blessing to somebody. Find somebody who is not as fortunate as you are and help them. If you buy some new wares and stuff, and you have stuff, find somebody who is in need and bless them with something like that, right? You have loved ones. You have not spoken to them. Maybe they did you wrong. Show them some love, right? Let go those things and let's spread some love in this festive season, right? On Sunday there's this fairly young guy in road accident, like some car just took a line of traffic. I mean, straight into him. He died on the spot, right? And this is in St. Anne. He died on the spot. Young guy has his restaurants opened one and started opening branches all over. I think he has 5. Just like that. Left out of his home after the finals of the World Cup and just going somewhere to have a good time, driving slowly, and somebody just lost control. Life is short, right? Life is short. So do the best you can. And don't carry things on your heart that are unnecessary, because life is short. Life is too short to do that. Too short. Yeah, I agree, Toki, that every time I do that, but there's something special about Christmas where we go the extra mile. And so I'm saying that maybe some people have not, and like you, Toki, I want to encourage them to do it if you have not, because we don't think like every mickle makes a muckle, and there are some people who are not as fortunate as you are, and if somebody has helped you in life, you can help somebody in this life. Jason said it's 20 degrees in Georgia. I left New York and the cold followed me here. Oh yeah. You say call it creamy. Rich Boo Sports, yeah man. He says, respect to your Christmas activities and terrific workout courage. I look forward to joining you before the New Year's. Inshallah. What is that, man? I don't know some of these things, right? Like apparently there was a big concert in Jamaica. I think the guy named Burner guy. And people were talking to me about Burner guy. I don't know who he is. And I hear that it's a big concert sold out at the stadium. I don't have a clue who Burner guy is. People say he's the one of the biggest artists out there now. Don't have a clue. I live it. I need to know. Brain drain. So brain drain, here's what. So so every 3 months we give. So this is how I do it, right? So I have Boots Drive. Boots Drive, right? So I normally collect cleats in the States and bring them to Jamaica and find, because you can't give some kids used cleats, because they have a lot. And I find kids who don't have and give them new cleats. So like we have I think I showed them yesterday, we have close to 80 pairs of cleats that will be given back to a couple of schools in January. And then I'm going to leave in January to do some other collections, to come back to Jamaica at the end to do a distribution again in March. And we're just going to communities where kids are still using the shoe that they wear to school to play football in. This is in primary schools. And there's a lot of them. So when you're ready to do that brain drain, we can partner, man, whether it is rural or urban. There are lots of kids. And like I'm saying, it's not that hard to do it. We just put them in suitcases, we travel, and we pay for them. All right? Yeah. So bless up. I will be back later this evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be of good cheer. Also, Richard is saying that thing that he used, God's willing. Oh, inshallah. You have to know how you pronounce that though, Rich Bull Sports. All right. So peace out. Love for the love. Certainly appreciate you all. I am Manning's man. This has been I Am Sure Sports. And when it gets to this point, we say we are over and we are OUT. Out of here.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, you cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we day, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.